Peace, love, wholeness, divine love chosen. Welcome back to the channel. If you're seeing this, that means this message is for you. So go ahead and receive it as it resonates. If it don't, just let it fly and keep it pushing, y'all. Gratitude. I hope y'all are doing well and taking care of yourselves. I had already prayed and pre-shuffled. I leave everything to the divine more side. And so it is. I shall. Amen. We're going to see what our ancestors want to be illuminated at this time. We got Wounded Healer. Death. And Intuition. Okay. I'm learning that endings are merely beginnings. Okay, affirm. Gratitude. Guidance. Heal thyself. Everyone gets your best except you. You are a healer among your tribe. Stop putting your needs last. When did you decide to become a martyr? Take a breath. Wounded healers hold sadness, rage, and fears of brokenness. Being a warrior wasn't a choice for our beloved foremothers. They did the best they could, but being a goddess warrior for us is knowing that we have the choice not to fight all the time. Dive deep questions. What are your swords, the weapons you use to fight? And what are your shields, the ways you defend yourself? Dare to lay the burdens down along with your swords and shields. It is safe to put myself first. 222 as I say that. So everything is in divine alignment, okay? Gratitude. You already know. Take a deep breath and surrender to what you know to be true. Trust your inner wisdom and guidance. What is your guidance telling you? Put your hands over your third eye and ask, if I knew what the answer is, what would it be? Then follow your first instinct. The Creator and your ancestors connect with you through your intuition. Trust your internal GPS, the nudge, the signs, the coincidence, and the divine guidance. Slow down. Go for a walk in meditation. Be present with nature and pay attention. Being present allows you to feel, hear, see, and sense your guidance. I am knowing. Gratitude. Divine love chosen. I feel like y'all is in that energy of like, how do I say it? There are a lot of course, like social media pressures behind 333. As I say that, you are divinely supported. There are a lot of social media pressures behind your journey, right? Divine love chosen, and how you should be, how you should show up. Okay, but no two people view life from the same lens. Okay, not even identical twins. Okay, they experience and perceive their own reality. Okay, even if they are connected at the hip or by intuition. Okay, just as an example. But it's okay to be a wounded healer. It's okay to be a wounded warrior. It's okay to be a goddess warrior. And that may mean that your reality looks different from other divine, beautiful divine beings that you align with. Other warriors, other goddesses. Maybe there are some goddesses who aren't warriors, right? Maybe there are some goddesses who project onto you how you should be or how you should live because they don't really understand the how do I say it? Yeah, the struggle, right? And that's okay. okay? Because we're here to help each other, guide each other, and learn from each other, regardless of what background we come from. Regardless, you know, social media likes to try to do the whole thing of like, you know, what should we call it? The whole struggle composition, right? Who struggled the most? Who been through this the most? Who done did this the most, right? Don't everybody knows suffering. Have compassion for yourself and for others. Everybody knows suffering, regardless of what it may look like, right? On the outside, everybody knows suffering, okay? And you know, no one person can be, how do I say it? Like I said, right, we're here to, align with those we align with, learn from those we align with. Not necessarily, as healers, right, we could get caught up in like when you love somebody, be it friendship, be it relationship, romantic or whatever. When you love somebody, we could get caught up in what we see for that person, what we want for that person, how we, you know what I mean? Like, and we could get caught up in the pressure of that instead of experiencing and accepting people for who they are, as they are in the here and now. And then also encouraging, right? And showing real support to help uplift that person, okay? And with the death card here, it's like, and then if you do, grow apart from somebody, there's nothing wrong with loving people from a distance, right? There's nothing wrong with loving people from a distance and setting your boundaries and putting yourself first, right? And I think that's what these first three cards is about, okay? And with death here, it's like, embracing your transformation, right? Embracing your transformation. You don't gotta go wild out and self-sabotage and self-inflict to the max, you know what I mean? But it's important to acknowledge and honor death, the death phases as well, because just like in this book, Women That Run with the Wolves, right? Wild Women, we learn to, and this book has really helped me a lot shift my perspective about death as well, about embracing the life death life cycles, especially as a wild woman, right? We understand that a little bit differently, in ways in which that you can respect the death cycle as much as you respect the life cycle as well, but in a sense of, there are people of power that has abused, right, their powers, and has abused our people, and has hurt our people, and has dehumanized our people through violence and wickedness and death. 9/11, as I say that, gratitude, scholar, baby. Rest in peace. Especially those of us who work with our ancestors, we understand that differently as well. And most importantly, holding grace for yourself through that, right? Because that's not something easy to accept, right? But this book is a really good book. I'm still trying to get through it, okay? But it's a really good book. Okay. Yeah, I gotta read a passage, okay? But let's see, what channel messages should we use? I'm looking at these blue ones. Gratitude. Ooh. All these cards is falling out. Okay. I'm not going to put these up. I'm just going to read them for you because we got 3 different piles of like 3. Like it fell separately. So I'm going to read them separately. Okay. Okay. So this one, we got Virgo. Understanding. Okay. Somebody's saying, so glad I found you. Okay. Your third eye chakra could be significant. Okay. Be mindful. All right. Playing on your feelings. Okay. Sacred love. Okay. Forgive them for what they do not know. Okay. But I'm pretty sure they're wise enough and well aware enough to know and understand. Then we got these 2. This could be different energy. Somebody could be in the energy learning karmic lessons. Okay, slow down. You could be speeding, rushing. You're learning karmic lessons, right? You have to go through the karma, grow through the karma, and receive your dharma. So slow down. Okay, and then this is another pile. Let me see. Okay. There could be some codependencies. You could be checking. There's another book called Codependent No More. Okay, it's probably in my bookshelf. Let me see. So I can show y'all real quick. Okay, it's right here. Okay, that's a good one. Helps addresses our codependencies and our habits. Okay. Somebody is saying, only you for me, sent by God. There's somebody who's emotionally avoidant in this runner energy, but just in time. Okay? Out your mind, just in time. Gratitude, mama. Okay? I'm hearing death can also look like I'm feeling like there's people in the collective Divine Love Chosen who are going through death of like, how do I say, overexerted pride, right? It's good to take pride in yourself and your family. But when it turns too self-centered, then that's where pride starts to cause a lot of issues, okay? Dang, these cards is just flying on the floor. Can't sit down for shit. Alright. Somebody is saying, let's not wait. Okay, but they could have been in the energy of like not prioritizing you. Somebody saying I still love you. Somebody in denial of you. Alright, let's see. Okay. Yeah. I like to keep a good balance, right? Y'all already know how I do. I like to keep a good balance, right? Honoring the life, death, life cycles. Um, but that's why it's good to like take yourself through, especially those of us who do suffer from addiction and those of us who do come from addicted families and um, codependent families. Addicted families and codependent families, right? That's why it's good to train yourself on tolerance breaks and stuff like that, and um, discipline yourself with your tolerance breaks, okay? So that you can break free from that codependency and still, while still embracing, you know, where you came from and having control over your vices, okay? I believe in understanding everything but not allowing anything to have, how do I say it, have control over your life, right? So, you know, for an example, alcoholism, right? Breaking free from those generational curses while still being able to celebrate and embrace, right? Or pour it up with your ancestors and celebrate, right? While being able to control those vices and not allow it to become your codependency or your addiction, right? Just like with food. So, okay. Somebody's like, where's my baby? Okay, somebody could be inconsiderate of you and what you done been through. Okay. Okay. Solo energy. You could be in the energy of honoring your lonesome. Okay, I'm picking up Scorpio energy. You could be guided towards your um towards being solo, right? And honoring your lonesome, right? Or you could be receiving the karma and having to embrace your lonesome for a while. Um, going through those transformations, those deaths and rebirths to find deeper understanding. Okay, especially if you've been in the energy inconsiderate of others, right? It's all about your perspective. And that's the thing about Love Chosen. It's like the, you're not in the energy of allowing anybody's ill will or janky ass perspective move you. The truth resonates with your core, just period. And you allow it to resonate with your core. Um, but again, you're not allowing anybody else's spiteful energy or spiteful intentions because they want to move out of spite or they want to, you know, you're not allowing them to, you're not taking that on, essentially. You're not taking that on, okay? Folks is in that energy worried about you spiting them or you coming up on here just to try to shit on people and stuff like that. No, you don't give a fuck about none of that, okay? That's not the energy you move with, because people move like that towards you or people is moving like that in your energy, right? Yeah. There could be an ex loving your energy, power tripping. Okay. Power tripping over your intuition. But they got something coming. They got something coming. It could be an ex love of yours. It could be an ex love of your person's. Okay. They could be in the energy power tripping over your intuition. Right? But that's some ass backwards ass mentality to think that to really move in the energy of disrespecting somebody's energy, hexing, jinxing, and cursing somebody's energy, and then expecting them not to reveal the truth or speak on the truth about all the fucked up shit you do, or not to call it out. That's some real backwards ass thinking. And those of us divine love chosen whose hearts are really big and who has a deeper understanding, no, we don't always have to be in that energy. So just respect when we are, because it can get real wicked too. Us peaceful warriors are very skilled at war. But these entitled motherfuckers, these exes who want to hex, jinx, and curse all day, siphon and emulate, power tripping. So, oh well, if they feel some type of way. But you ain't no fucked up ass person, divine love chosen. You don't give a fuck. They have to deal with that karma. Period. They know the truth. Even if it's not put out there, or even if it's not out there, they know the truth of what they do, and they gonna receive the karma regardless. Just period. Okay? Yeah. Scorpio energy. Lala. Pharrell. Somebody's in the energy like, sometimes I wish I didn't know you, but I'm glad I do. They've been waiting. Yeah, divine love chosen. You move to the beat of your own drum. Okay? And divine love chosen, the thing about you is you love your lonesome. You love your lonesome. Okay? So, yeah, Gemini, you love your lonesome. All right? You're in this energy of pouring into you. So any love you give, anytime you share, is genuine. But these people who are determined to, like these karmic family energies, who are determined to staying in that energy towards you, in this chaotic ass energy, they're receiving consequences. Okay, they're suffering at this time for the ways in which that they have tried to make you suffer. Okay. Yeah, and you're in this energy of healing deep family wounds. Okay, and loving on yourself. Okay. And it's just like, yo, it be the same people that don't want you illuminating the energy or speaking upon the energy that be on your body heavily, be on your body the most. I don't get it. Oh well, we ain't holding our tongue for nobody. So have some motherfucking respect. Okay, because I'm gonna match your disrespect with disrespect. Just period. in real life. Okay? But take I won't allow the karmic energies, divine love chosen, to get me out my way and make me take it out on you. But if they in my face, it's a whole different story. Okay? Because they want you as bothered as them. Because they are unhappy with their reality. Clarify this energy, ancestors. What do you need to be illuminated at this time? Three of Cups. Okay, there could be people in that energy. Yeah, people from the past with the Six of Cups energy. And that's why you're guided to just focus on yourself. Move solo, right? Or to your very intimate, limited circle. Okay? Meaning, when I say intimate, I mean like a smaller circle. Okay? With y'all freaky asses. Okay? But yeah, there could be people from the past, like trying to link up or collab, and they could even be wanting to reconcile with you. The only way that they could reconcile with you, divine love chosen, is if they surrender and take heed to fulfilling the prophecy and following you. That's it. Real simple. Okay? With the Ten of Wands, it's like there could be people overwhelmed, stressed. Yeah, because they were determined to be in this Five of Swords energy towards you. Spirit is like, they gotta surrender. They gotta surrender that energy. Because it ain't doing nothing but boomeranging right back in their face. Okay? And it's betrayal, bullying energy. Don't nobody want to stay in that energy all the time. That's why I took a break. Because I'm not finna be turning blue in the face or red in the face, screaming and yelling at these karmic ass energies. No. No. We live in a balance over here, so we're gonna acknowledge what it is in the energy. But either way it go, just so you could be mindful as well. Because no matter how we try to fix it up for the social media, ain't nobody's life perfect. Okay? We all go through we all go through all the ebbs and flows of emotions. Every last one of them. High vibrational emotions and low vibrational emotions. And that's just real shit. Okay? But yeah, there could be people from your past stressed, overwhelmed. I'm hearing groups of people as well. Groups of people trying to come for you or come against you as well. Linking up just to be against you, right? Don't even really fuck with each other. Don't know how they fuck with each other or why they really fuck with each other. They just linking up to come against you. Let's clarify. Yeah, but Spirit said that bullying shit, that's over. Okay? Ten of Swords energy, that's over. Alright? Yeah. Okay? Because it don't move you, divine love chosen. It don't move you. Okay? You got the Chariot energy. I feel like you're in the energy of cutting ties from those energies. Okay? And if you know, and I don't even like the cutting ties, but loving people from a distance, right? If you love them, loving people from a distance, if they on that type of timing. Okay? Hold people accountable. You're in this energy, divine love chosen, where you are being guided to love yourself first. Prioritize yourself first. Okay? And I know for a lot of us, parents, is hard. But just, simple, small, little things. Okay? But to the point where you're not sacrificing your well-being, or to keep people around who are determined to trying to drag you down or put you down or discourage you, or project fears, and um, those people who can't hear you, see you, or respect your experience, but want you to have all the empathy in the world for what they done been through and what they done experienced. No, that's not what we doing. That's not what we doing. Okay, we're finding deeper understanding. We ain't, oh, I struggled this much. I done did this. I done been through this. Have you been through this? No, we're not comparing struggles. We're not competing struggles. Period. Okay. You can't want somebody to see you more than you see them. You can't want somebody to hold more space for you than you hold for them. Okay. And it's not that complicated. It's real life simple stuff. Yeah, at the bottom of the deck, we got the Wheel of Fortune. Receiving your dharma. Going through the karma so you can receive your dharma. Okay. Okay. Temperance energy. Healing energy. We got Sagittarius energy. We got Cancer energy. Healing from the past, healing from the betrayal, healing from the bitterness that you may be holding on to for how people did you and what you done been through. Okay. We got the Six of Wands. Yeah. Yep. And then being successful, moving forward, reaping the rewards. Okay. Victory in doing so. Ain't nothing wrong with loving people from a distance. Okay. But again, this also talks about it as well. There could be somebody in your energy, and I gotta finish this reading soon because my phone's about to die. But there could be somebody in your energy manifesting a new opportunity with you, okay, and guided to heal. Okay, they could be, and let me just grab a few more, because I'm also picking up the energy of like accepting your losses and the changes in these deaths and rebirths, okay, so that you can move forward, right? Emotionally, okay, and be in an abundant, successful energy for the new love you've been blessed with, okay? It could be your children, right? Focusing on your children. And also I'm hearing like being able to be real with yourself, come up out of this bitterness, spiteful energy, accepting your losses and moving forward so that you can co-parent, right? Instead of holding on to that bitterness and holding on to trying to spite the divine feminine and holding on to trying to hold on to the divine feminine's energy and moving in your life to spite the divine feminine, because you're going to continue to receive karma as long as you are moving in the energy trying to spite divine feminine, period. A perfect example of that is when divine feminine and divine masculine finally align, and then everybody from divine feminine's past and everybody from divine masculine's past want to all of a sudden, try to spin the block, or all of a sudden want to try to portray that they got all of this real love for divine feminine or divine masculine. No, y'all had y'all time, right? Period. Y'all had plenty of time and opportunity and space to nourish the love that y'all had and shared, right? And it didn't work. Just period. Right? They didn't want to take heed to you, divine feminine. And mind you, it don't always gotta be romantic love. It could be platonic love as well. But they didn't want to take heed to the love that you shared, the love that you gave. They didn't want to take heed to surrendering to your love. So don't all of a sudden, now that divine feminine or divine masculine is being loved correctly, now all of a sudden you want to move out of spite. You want to be spiteful. This, you want to, I want them back. No, okay, cool. You want to be in that energy. You want to be in that disrespectful ass energy. Then you gonna receive that disrespectful ass energy from the universe. Don't wonder why the universe is bullying your ass and tap dancing on that ass. Don't wonder why. Right? If you're in that energy trying to spite divine feminine or divine masculine. Period. But what I do see here is somebody sitting the fuck down, okay, and being able to come out of this in a successful energy and prioritizing the kids and putting the kids first over your feelings or your emotions, so that you can be in this co-parent energy, this harmonious co-parent energy. Let's get a few more. Yeah. Yep. Resting, meditating, healing, shifting your perspective. Yeah. Somebody is tired, exhausted, trying to gather strength. Yep. Going through the karma, the tower moments, the big changes, waking up, okay? Yep. Resting, healing from heartbreak, grieving, allowing yourself to grieve. In order to be love and be in the energy of love, you have to go through a lot of grieving. Like second nature, on some real. Not a lot of people like the grieving process. Not a lot of people embrace the sadness. Okay? But yes, you have to go through that in order to come out on the other side, in order to shift your perspective. Right? And start to be in this grounded, settling energy, prioritizing your family, okay? Stable energy. Okay? Because it's not all about being externally stable, financially stable. It's not all about that. Like I've said before in the past readings, both of them is beautiful. The Ten of Cups and the Ten of Coins. Okay? But it's important to be stable in your Ten of Cups as well as your Ten of Coins. Okay? And I think that's what this is representing here as well. because all the riches in the world ain't gonna, whatchamacallit, ain't gonna get you, how do I say it? It's not gonna free you from your spiritual journey, right? And those who do get rich and get a lot of money and think, oh, you know, they got money, they blah, 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 and they bypass the spiritual journey because they just, you know, they financially stable, able to buy their life ahead of time, you know, 20 years or whatever the case may be. You still have to journey the grief, right? Divine Love Chosen. That's why you're not focused on being in this materialistic, financially hungry energy. You have healed those financial wounds. You see the bigger picture. You recognize that it is out of your control, and there's no sense in accepting the conditions that these powers that were have us under when they can do something about it now. Okay? So yeah, doing the heart healing that you need to do. The powers that were, they can do something about it now. We're not folding to the illusions of inflating the economy for their agenda. You know, hyper independent. Everybody got to have a business. You know, everybody got to, you know, inflate the economy. You know, fight back with by surrendering to their systems. No, no. I mean, that may work for a lot of y'all, but they can do something about it now. They can free us now. Okay? And that's where I'm coming with it. All right, Divine Love Chosen? Yeah. Yeah. You are wish fulfillment, Divine Love Chosen. You are the Dharma. You are also the karma. They are under divine judgment at this time on a larger scale. They are under divine judgment at this time. You are wish fulfillment, right? You come with joy, happiness, peace, love. You are the Dharma. You are the Divine Love Chosen's Dharma. And you are a lot of people's karma as well. Okay? Let's get some rose oracles. Hi, Mama. Hi, baby. Oh, hey. Go ahead, Mama. Let's see. Go ahead, Mama. Go ahead. All right, we got the Great Mother. Surrender to the mystery. I said mystery. Surrender to the mystery. Fall into her arms. Okay. Codes of the seeds. The blueprint is within you. Take the next step. And morning dew, clarity, a fresh start, a positive outlook. Yes. Okay. I hope that helps. Hope it resonates, Divine Love Chosen. And if it do, okay, please like the video, comment, and subscribe. Okay, share the video with more divine, so we can reach more Divine Love Chosen beings ready to receive this truth, this peace, and this love. Okay, fulfill the prophecy and follow me. Find me anywhere with my links in the description. Okay, I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.